What's going on, guys? Obviously not in my typical location today. I figured I had to make a video today because of the fact of this series and how it's gone so far. I needed just to touch on it and give my thoughts on it. I'm not going to be able to watch... Well, I will be able to watch some of the game this morning. Luckily, on my phone, which I'm recording this on, obviously. I got MLB at bat, so I can watch it through that. You know what? Which is weird about MLB at bat. I can't watch it on my computer because MLB TV is going to try to charge me an additional $4.99 to watch the playoffs when I spent $130 on MLB at MLB TV. That's some greedy bullshit right there. That pissed me off. But nonetheless, let's get on the Boston series. So, at the start of the series, in my one video I made, I remember I was saying I really wanted the Tigers to take a split coming into Fenway because, that's a hard park to win in. And if you could take a split, that'd be outstanding. So, game one, the Tigers come out, and Anibal Sanchez was absolutely filthy. I think he was a little too filthy. He ended up having 6 walks. I think his stuff was literally so good that he was having a hard time controlling it because of the depth and the movement and everything else in it. But he come out, struck out 11 over 6 innings. I mean, Red Sox hitters looked just absolutely atrocious. They had no plate discipline. I mean, he was just getting ahead of guys consistently. These guys are working it for walks. I mean, when he'd try to waste too many pitches in between pitches after he'd get ahead, and it would allow Red Sox hitters to get back in the counts against him. But still, nonetheless, a no-hitter through 6 innings. 11 strikeouts, I'll take that every single time. No earned runs. And the Tigers got real close to actually pitching a collective no-hitter. Veras came out, did a great job. Albuquerque came out, did a great job. Drew Smiley came out, did a great job. And Benoit got one out in the 9th. Before I think Daniel Nava got a little bloop single over Iglesias' head. But nonetheless, the Red Sox kind of made it interesting. Quittenberry came on to steal a base, to put the tying run in scoring position. And but I wasn't scared because I was already 1 out in the 9th. What he does is irrelevant. Say he steals second, he gets over to third with 2 outs. Who cares? You just worry about getting the third out is all that was. So I wasn't scared at all, really. And then Benoit locked down the save. And we got up 1-0. I was really surprised. I was really happy. The way he took that game in dominating fashion, as bad as the Red Sox hitters looked, it was just overpowering win. We looked like it was like David and Goliath out there. We were absolutely just dominating. I know how that story ends, but... So game 2 comes about. And the Tigers' bats woke up quite a bit in this game. Miggy Cabrera pulled another ball of a monster. Like I said, if there's a series, I wish Miguel Cabrera could be a pull hitter. It's every time we play at Fenway with that short wall. And, he isn't driving the ball the opposite way much, but his power has shown it's coming back. He also hit a ball to dead center field, almost knocked one into the triangle, which was about 417-foot flyout. So his swings are looking better, at least from a pull standpoint and going center field. But he ripped one over the monster. It was crushed. And it's great to see, he has a couple home runs in the last few days, which is a great sign. And Prince Fielder, Victor Martinez, Johnny Peralta all woke up. We ended up getting the buckles, ended up knocking 5 runs off him, who's an outstanding starter, really. Got a couple doubles, some extra base hits. And the Tigers knocked him up for 5 runs. And, I'm sitting there thinking, we're in the driver's seat. Max Scherzer's pitching dominant, no-hitter through 5 1/3 innings. He ended up going 7, striking out 12 or 13, one of the two. And he just looked nasty the entire start. So here I am thinking, we're going to leave Fenway up 2-0, which is just nuts. And it's going to be in such dominating, deflating form. You come into their house and beat them like that, what would be 3 hits over 2 days and 20-something strikeouts. You are making the Red Sox think they're fucked coming into Comerica Park, because they got to win 3 just to force 7. And, you would have been up perfectly. But then the 8th inning come around. Veras came out to start it. He got the ground out easily. And then the wheels started to fall off. He gave up a hit. And then Smiley come out. He walked Ellsbury. And then Albuquerque come out. He struck out Victorino. Or no, wait. Someone gave up a hit to Dustin Pedroia, is what it was. And then Smiley walked Ellsbury. And then Albuquerque got a strikeout. And then he gave up the hit to Dustin Pedroia. And then the bases were loaded. for David Ortiz to come out. And so Leland decided to go to Benoit with 2 outs in the 8th, for a 4-out save for Ortiz. I guess Ortiz, I haven't looked up the splits, had bad career numbers against Joaquin Benoit. So he come out and fucking Joe Buck and Tim McCarver playing the mouth card. He's like, oh, David Ortiz has never had a home run against Joaquin Benoit. That dumb southern hick fuck piece of shit. And my bad. I probably shouldn't. I'm just getting angry again talking about it. But Benoit comes out, first pitch fastball right over the heart of the plate. A little bit down, right where Ortiz could knock that out. Straight line shot into what do they call that? Williamsburg or whatever. And into the bullpens. And Hunter leaped out to try to make one of the best catches would be of the playoffs. Would have been the best catch of the playoffs, bar none. Came about this short from the top of his glove. And they tied it. I mean, I was speechless. I was literally so mad. So mad. If I'd have came on here after that home run and after they lost that game, it would have been the maddest anyone's ever saw me on here. I mean, I'm getting frustrated again just talking about it. I mean, I was so mad. I almost put my hand. I got this little computer desk where I record my videos from typically. I almost cracked that thing with my fist. I mean, I felt it start to crack, and you could hear the wood underneath it start to crack a little bit. It sucked that I had to go to bed right away because, I'm at work right now, recording this video before I go in. I came to work, and I sat downstairs for 2 hours just by myself, not talking to anyone. I mean, I was just extremely, extremely, extremely pissed off for after that game, and when I came to work yesterday morning. I mean, I'm still pissed off just talking about it. I mean, I was fucking livid. But today we have a chance. Let's forget about all that. In the end, they did what I hoped they did, was take a split at Fenway, even though you cannot lose that game. I mean, you cannot lose it. You go up 2-0. I mean, you're just dominating fashion. And those home runs that Ortiz hit are series-changing home runs. Look at the 04 Yankees and Red Sox. I mean, Ortiz just hit a home run, against Mo, or that walk-off hit. That's just a regular walk-off hit. You have 3-1. And all of a sudden, you're up 3-2. And all of a sudden, it's 3-3. You're playing for your lives. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but those home runs aren't home runs that, that are just an everyday home run. You win in the regular season. That could be a potentially momentum-changing, series-shifting home run. We were playing for them to come into our house. They have to take 3 to force 7. Now we're coming in. And hopefully the Tigers, man, they come out. I'm hoping for a clean sweep at home. We don't got to worry about sweeping anyone this time and having a long layoff. We're going to play at least 6 this series. And hopefully the Tigers take it in 6. JV's on the bump tomorrow, or on the bump today at 4. And then the Fister's up, and then Sanchez is up for Game 6 again. So 3 pitchers I have the utmost confidence in, and I think the Tigers could take this one at home. I think the Tigers will. I think that was just a little speed bump in the thing. I still think that the Tigers are, after watching the first 2 games, I clearly think the Tigers are still the better team of those 2. Their offense, hopefully the offense perking back up, that as they showed in the first game, wasn't just a fluke, and it's going to continue. The way our starting pitching is as dominant as it's looked, I think that's going to continue. If it continues, the Red Sox are done. They're done after 6. If our starting pitching continues the way it is, and their hitters continue to swing the way they have, it's over with. The series is done in 6, without a doubt in my mind. You just got to hope for a better back end of the bullpen. So, like I said, I just wanted to touch on that, give my thoughts. I didn't disagree with how Leland managed that 9th. There was a lot of scrutiny on it. I just disagreed with the order. If he was going to bring a right-hander in, I'd have brought in Albuquerque first, just in case you got in trouble, because Veras is a better right-hander. I'd rely on him more to get bigger outs in certain spots than bringing in Vernon Veras real quick and then smiling in Albuquerque, because I don't trust Albuquerque, even with the way he has improved over the last few games, or last month or so. But, yeah. So I didn't disagree with that. I was just mad about the home run and the pitch selection and how he went and how he missed, but whatever. Like I said, if the Tigers continue to pitch like this series is over. I'm telling you right now, book it. If the Tigers continue to pitch like they have, They're starting pitching-wise, and they just get a little bit better back end from the bullpen. The series is over. The Tigers will win this in 6. But if the Red Sox come out with a lot of momentum today, who knows? The series is up for grabs. We got to hope for 3 at home, guys. I got to go to work. Go Tigers. And I will talk to you guys at the end of the series. At the end of Comerica Park. Hopefully it's the end of the series when Comerica Park's over. We're not going to Game 7. Have a good one, guys.